Hello everyone, my name is Gafnit Salvi, and today we're going to speak about important question that I do get many times, both from parents and from teenager and above, young people. And the parents ask, how can I help my children to learn to be responsible and independent in everything that to do with the maintenance of the house? And the young people will ask, why don't I know how to maintain my life? Do you think my parents either were too busy or underestimate my ability to learn skills? So now that I'm an adult, young adult, I can do them myself and be independent and responsible. And a lot of the skills to do with maintenance of the house and my health and surrounding were neglected and actually put aside. So when I will be an adult, I will learn how to do them. And this is really important question that come from two different spaces about the nature of children. So I want to speak about the code of short-term, mid-term and long-term in our life. And to start with the fact that we live in a house together, parents and children, sometimes grandparents come, sometimes visitor comes, and the house in its best quality need to be in order, need to be pleasant, need to be enhanced, the atmosphere need to be right, and dishes need to be clean, shower need to be clean, the rooms need to be tidy, laundry, stuff like this. It can be really boring, but yet they give us the well-being we need to pursue our life. As little children, if babies need the most clean place, and then children, adults, teenager, everybody need their own clean and well-being space at home. So what's happening? Let's imagine a child that is 5 and he got lots of toys and books and clothes, and he live in the house. So whilst we ask him, after he play with the Lego and all other stuff, dolls, cars, cards, books, painting, clay, can you put it in order? And many times it will happen that the child will say, I don't feel like, I'll do it later, it's your job, and so is many other things. So what can we do to help the child actually in the short term to learn how to put things in order? Because putting things in order required skills of learning and skills of space. Where can I put each one of my toys? I can shovel them and throw them inside a box and close it, and that's it. But if the next day I want to find what I need, it will be difficult. So helping the child creating his own box, maybe with his own name on it, boxes, and put things in place, and doing it together with fun, with music, with singing, with interest. So what did you do today? What did you build? What caused you to build it? And let's play together just before we shovel everything to the boxes together. This will be a great short-term assistance together. So the house will be more tidy. And I speak about the toys, but it's the same about the kitchen. We don't stuff together the dirty dishes with the clean dishes. We don't stuff empty boxes inside the fridge, and so on and so on. And the same with the shower and living room. So the short term is really doing it with the child and helping to learn the skills of put things together. The midterm, that when the child will grow up and he will be 7, 8, 9, 12, he will know how to do it by himself, and he will also feel the value of when things are tidy. And I'm saying tidy, and it does not need to be 100%. It can be 70% is wonderful, 80% is perfect. So the child will not need, the young teenager will know already how to do things by himself. Therefore, the communication between the parents and the child will not be all the time, did you put your things in order? Why you didn't do it? And so on and so on and so on. It will be about something else that you want to pursue together. And the toys of the child, it's not a burden for the family. It's a pleasure. And you notice that children love and see you as a great admirer, someone to admire. And they love playing in the kitchen with their stuff that is real, and they love playing in the living room if you have a creativity corner or any other things, books. They love looking at things. So the child will be more independent, and your time with him will be connected to quality time of pursuing things more than the maintenance level. However, maintenance level is super important. And if we take it to a long term, then we see what happens when our children are living home and they are totally independent. But I want to come back to 2 or 3 tips or tools of how to make it. And it's to do with timing. So if we let everybody know and we work out together the timing which is comfortable for all of us to clean the house together, then everybody knows that, let's say in Friday afternoon, we give it 2 hours, 3 hours, how long it takes, and everybody get ready to it. But if we think we can just dump the time on the young one in the house, it will not work, because this is to do with management of time, this is to do with respect to all ages and their interest. So timing is one thing. Second is the clarity of what we're going to do. So sometimes it can be just tidy the house and sweep the floor and wash the floor and clean the dust. And sometimes it can be, let's do some order, seasonal order. Let's put what does not belong out. Let's recycle it. Let's make it what it needs to be done with it. So if the task is clear, everybody can project and help in it. And we can also speak about it in dinner and say, remember, Friday afternoon we're going to do the cleaning. What each one wants to do, so people can get, people in the family, the crowd of the family, can actually find out what they want to do and who can help them. And how to make this happening pleasant for short, mid and term. Putting great music and let people can choose what the music that make them more energetic of doing it. Because maintenance, we are so used to it to be done automatically, so because our body is great in maintenance. As we speak now, our heart is working, the blood is streaming, the brain is working, the senses are active, we can hear the bird in the background and see the sunshine and so on and so on. So maintenance of the house does not happen by its own. It needs us, the one that love the house, the one that respect the house, the one that are grateful that we have a house, to help. So speaking about it, choosing the music, choosing what we want to do a celebration later with a cup of tea or coffee or fresh water and cake or fruits, something that we can all say thank you and be happy and be content with what we did, and make it with pleasure, because cleaning the house with great stress and being nervous and being kind of impatient, maybe the house will be tidy, but it will not be clean in terms of the ecology. And ecology is something that we do care for it a lot, because this is what makes us feeling with great well-being or with less well-being, and we all love to feel well-being because it helps us to do other things. So Imagine that we later on grow up. When we are 24, 25, we find a partner to live with. Either we are student, and it's happened many times in student dormitory, that there is such a mess. Nobody knows to do nothing, not to cook, not to clean, not to put things order, not to make an agreement in the house. So this is a long term, and if we are aware in the short term about the midterm, by children being independent and responsible, and long term when they will leave the house and they will be their own human being in the dormitory, they will not live like messy house. And I've been in many dormitories. As a student living together, they hate it, but they are so not capable so many times, and they think others should do the work for them. Look back, there is no one to do the work. It starts with us. So the tips of making fun out of it, make it, quality time of put things together and learning about the speed of each one, because this is a great tool. If you are very speedy and you can do things very fast, some people are more slow. Some people are go deeper and put, every little things in place. And we need to give the time and space for each one. And knowing that today we are busy at what we decide to be busy. So this is another tip. The speed of each one is very unique. Together, it's like a harmony. It's like a symphony. And these kind of things really, really can help. Now, this is a big cleaning. What about the everyday life? From very young age, we can see that the children, the very little babies, they start to play with one toy, then second toy, then third, then many. If we are doing it for them, and we are not spending at least few moments a day and say to the baby, explain to him, now we put all the boxes, all the books in one place, all the soft toys in another place, all the cubes in another place, and show it to him. Later on, when he will be 1.5, 2, 3, 4, he will not know how things are happening. And once we show it to him when he's a young, with great fun, he will love to join what we do. And this is a secret of short-term, mid-term, and long-term that are going on the same alignment. Because if the short-term going one direction, I will give up my child. My child does not need to put things in order. We have someone that come to clean. Anyway, he's too young. Anyway, it will take a long time. Anyway, we'll do it in a messy way. So the midterm will be, I don't know how to do things. Why you didn't count me in when you put things in the house? Because it's a house of all of us. And in the long term, really, students will not be able to study well because their room is clean, their bathroom is filthy. And I'm sure you know what I'm speaking about. So short, mid, and long term need to be in alignment for our life and the life of our children. Please remember it, because it's a code that can serve us in so many other topics and questions we're going to speak of. So have a nice try. Please send me all your questions, inquiry, and frustration, because frustration is a great energy to make it better. Bye for now.